Captain, what are you talking about? It appears to be a blackout. Everything is all black.
We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready. We ready.
Yo, it's your boy Jamar, Top Shelf Sports Talk, back with another live. Hey, listen, I got a special guest that's going to join me today, my brother-in-law, my brother, Jason. We just got off a heated debate about the Sixers real quick because we was talking about Joel Embiid, so he already got the blood going. But welcome my brother Jason to the show. Yo, Jay.
What's going on, Mar? What's good?
Ain't nothing ready to talk about this Eagles win versus the Dolphins. Like, what you thought about that?
That was a good one. We played real good D. Jaden hurt. His injury scared a little bit,
Pause
but
moment. That was a pause moment.
Jaden injury, his injury scared me a little bit. I see how he was running out there, but it's a good win. Play tough, physical defense, physical offense. That's how we need to do going forward.
Yeah. You know what? I was so happy to see how we had a balanced attack. I was so happy to see the run. I've been preaching about the run the whole time, and that we needed to run the ball and be more sound with running the ball, mixing it up with the passing. And I'm glad we finally done it in this game here. Like, cause it was stressing me out. I was saying that Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni, because I realized that Nick Sirianni is calling some of these plays too. It was driving me crazy. We got running backs. I'm still not understanding why we don't use Penny. I still don't get that, because some of them goal line quarterback sneaks or quarterback touch.
I got a theory with that.
Go ahead, let me hear that.
Because the way Penny career was, he kind of like Swift. They both injury prone. So what they're doing right now is they use a Swift early and running him a lot to get ahead for the season, build us up. But in the winter time comes, the cold season, that's when they're gonna bring Penny out.
Okay.
And that's when we ain't got to worry about durability. We can use him and pound him into the ground all in the season and playoffs and work our way to the playoffs. And that's what it's really gonna affect people, because you got to worry about that big body then when it's cold out there.
So you're saying there's a method to the reason why they haven't used Penny, because I gotta tell you,
I hope so. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only logical theory I got.
I gotta tell you, like that that touchdown. I mean that quarterback sneak with Jalen Hurts, where he came up.
Oh, that's killing me. That's killing me. I don't even know why they be doing that.
I think those are the times where Penny you could use Penny. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't want to use Swift, because he's a big back, he's going to get that that 1 or 2 yards to get in the end zone. I don't understand why you use Hurts in that position, and you're putting him. He's coming up with injury.
I agree with you. And then the quarterback sneak in those situations is only effective, really, if you are more dominant in the pass in the red zone, when they're really fair for the pass, so they're not paying the quarterback attention. But in the red zone, they're fair Jalen more than receivers, because throughout Jalen's career, he gets a lot of rushing touchdowns in those situations. So they're not going to pay attention to wide receivers over Jalen. They're going to pay attention to Jalen over the wide receivers first, because he's dangerous in that position, and he's our most dangerous weapon in that situation.
Yeah, he is, and I agree with that. But the problem is too, he's getting hurt. He's getting wear and tear on that body so early on in the season. where when you need him in the stretch of the playoffs, I mean, in the down stretch of the season, he's not going to be there. You saw we struggled here against when we had to bring Gardner Minshew in the 2 games he was out, and we had to bring Jalen back for that Giants game to be able to get that number 1 seed. Like, those it's times that, like, it's plays like that where he got his shoulder hurt on that one play where he should have ran the ball and kept the I guess the attention off of Jalen to be able to so he wouldn't get hurt. You know what
You
I mean?
talking about last year? Last year when he got hurt?
Last year when he got hurt last year, because what I'm saying is, like, you had to start Gardner Minshew for 2 games and you couldn't beat them 2 games.
But you can't call that. That wasn't a call. I don't remember that. I think that if I remember correctly, that wasn't a call running play. That was Jalen scrambling, trying to make something happen. So you can't say that in that situation. And honestly, I feel that's the kind of runs I want Jalen to run. The off-count improvised runs, not the call runs. I don't think the call runs are necessary. Call runs for him is unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. Because even though Jalen is a powerful runner, he's not really one of the fastest and more athletic runners. He's not like a Lamar or the guy in Chicago. Can't think of his name right now. He's not as fast as them. Like, they run 4.2s and all that. Jalen's like a 4.5, high 4.4s guy. He's not the fastest, but his power is more like a fullback, more like an all-stat.
You consider him more like a Cam Newton type quarterback?
Yeah, I'd rather his runs be all kilter where he making a play. I don't like the call runs. I prefer the less called runs because I don't think they need it. And then with our running game, even if we can use RPOs or not. And we can just do play action because our running is so effective. The play action to kill them all day, especially with the speed we have our wide receiver and tight end.
Right.
All our play positions is athletic. So play action, all they need is that one step, and they'll kill anybody.
Yo, what up, Tyrone? Yeah, I mean, if they can mix the run with the pass, that play action becomes more effective, and it keeps. It's almost like what I was saying last week with the Dolphins do. They mix that run with the pass. They keep teams on their heels. But the only problem they have is when you get pressure on Tua, it becomes a little difficult for him to do what he normally does, and that's what we did last week.
That's because he's not as athletic as Jalen. When he comes, see Jalen, that's one of the things about I love having Jalen. He's good at off-kilter plays. If he gets the pocket breakdown, he can make something happen. Tua, he's good on timing. When you give him time, he'll dice you apart. The off-kilter plays, not so much.
Right. So that was the key to the game last week. We got pressure on him, made him. He had a couple good passes because he hit Tyreek Hill down the sideline for that touchdown.
Oh yeah, a lot of good passes. That was a credit. That was one of his Jones he said from college with him and Art Smith. He hit Smith the same play in college they just did to us in the NFL. The same thing though is their offense is predicated off the run. It's more of us stopping the run on them that helped us dominate that game. Because they're more bound. They like Cowboys. Cowboys same way. If you can make them one-dimensional, everybody they're easy to play. But our team too, if they make us one-dimensional, that's when we come easy. That's why we need to be more committed to the run. But the way the Eagles' philosophy always been is they throw to get the league and run to seal the game. But they need to be more committed to the run. Sometimes they drift away from it.
Right, and that's the biggest problem with them. They got to keep running that ball. I'm gonna keep saying it until they keep consistently doing it, because at the end of the day, when you stay consistent with running that ball, you keep teams on their heels. And I think the team that we have, if we keeping the defense on their heels, it's limitless to what we can do. With those opportunities, like
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly because the balance of our team, we have skill positions all over. Our tight ends are skilled. Our wide receivers are skilled. Our running backs are skilled, and our quarterback skilled. So we threats all over the field. So we just stretch you horizontally or vertically. It don't matter.
Right. And so if we could do that, there's a recipe for a Super Bowl in my eyes. Like if we could play like we played last week, especially against these teams that we know we should beat, as far as like the Commanders, this game should be out of reach early, and you know what I mean. And we should be really cruising to victory. Our brother.
I think this is the first game where we can have a good, complete game and blow somebody out. Because we say set up for that. The Commanders are ready to quit. They already talking about depending on this game, they're going to either trade people or not trade people. So a lot of people don't want to be there. Like Jonathan Allen, all the whole defensive line just don't want to go. They ready to trade everybody. All the defensive lines don't want picks. They all want to go. They don't want to be there. It's just I don't know what you want to call it. It's just horrible. But now they got new ownership. Maybe they need to do that. They need to clean house and just start from scratch.
Right. Now let me ask you this. Speaking of the trade deadline, we made the big trade for Kevin Byard, a safety. Is there any other trades that you would want to see the Eagles make before the trade deadline, which is I think next Thursday?
Ha! A dream scenario or just something logical?
Logical. Let's be logical about it.
Logically, no, I don't see nothing too out there that we need that we could go for. That is gonna go. Everything else out there that's gonna cost us too much. So nothing else out there that we can fight for. Safety was solidified. I like the new pickup, and I like Blankenship. When he's
Okay.
healthy, he's been getting nicked up a lot lately, but when he's healthy, Blankenship plays real good. I like him. And I
Right.
think the young guy they just drafted, he got potential. So we could develop him while we got this guy coming in. He could teach him, and we can go from there. We got a nice three safety rotation. That's usually what they keep. Usually who they play, three different safeties. So I'll see where it goes. We got the two veterans with Blankenship and the new guy we just traded for. And then we got the rookie playing third safety that we could get spread, play, and learn.
Right. Okay. We got to hold on. We got a 49er fan checking in, talking about. I guess he's saying bet that's not going to happen. They always play them hard. Talking about the Commanders and the Eagles. It's a divisional game, so they're going to play us hard. But y'all 49er fans, y'all coming off 2 losses. Come on here, talk. I'm gonna get on top. I'm gonna get you. Y'all coming off 2 losses. Like, I don't know.
No, he's honestly true. He's telling the truth. It's a division game. Division games is always hard.
Yeah, my
But
man.
right now, I understand that. I can't disagree with that. But right now, I feel as though that the Commanders are ready to fold. They're ready to quit. They're ready to give up the season. The coach, they feel as though the coach is about to get fired. They feel as though it's a new regime in, and everybody's ready to start over.
Right,
They already know what the season look like. They don't think they're gonna break out, win this game, and then go to the win Super Bowl. I believe you. They don't believe that.
right. No, I don't think that. Commanders is already, like you said, they already checked out. They're done. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you know they're having all this turmoil and the guys don't want to play for that team, you gotta use that to your advantage and put your foot on their neck early.
I ain't gonna say I want to play for the team because it got professional pride. Some of the people probably really care, but I know a lot of them. I ain't gonna say a lot of them. I know there's a couple people in there that's like, man, the season's over, gloom and doom. They just worried about their check and what's gonna happen next year. Mhm.
Right, right. And that's the point though. When you playing a team like that, this is where you should establish to the league that
It's human nature.
yeah, but you should establish to the league that this is where I'm gonna show the league that we're not taking nobody lightly. We're just gonna start, going imposing our will so we can have the league understand. We're putting the league on notice. Is what I'm trying to say.
I understand because if we put a dominant win up right now, all the detractors, because everybody been talking about it because we never look as dominant as we should, and everybody believe we should. So this a dominant win right now with our record would solidify our spot. We'd be 7-1. The only other team besides Kansas City that's only one loss. And with a dominant win, we'd just be looking unstoppable because we have at least after the win of Miami, and now we have two good wins in a row.
Right, right, yeah. And I mean that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta be able to do that against a lesser opponent. So I mean, what are you looking to see, or who are you looking to see break out today, or have a good game? That
Mm.
wasn't having a good game. I'm not going to say last week because I think last week it was pretty much like a balanced effort and attack. But the first Commanders game, who do you want to see get redemption in this game, in this Commanders game?
I ain't gonna say redemption, but two people I think I see having a good game to say. I think it's Smith and Goddard again. I
And got
think Goddard's starting to get gain traction, and I think it's a good game for Smith to break out.
okay. What do you think he's doing? Like, I mean, how many yards, touchdowns? What you think?
Touchdowns, I don't know. I'm gonna go optimistic. I'm gonna say 6 catches, 120 some yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, that doubles his touchdowns on the year. You know, AJ. I don't know. I think AJ to me has the big game today. I think
He's been having a big game all couple of seasons, so I don't know.
no, he has. But AJ got what 800 and something yards on the year already.
Yep,
I
right behind Tyreek Hill, number 2.
yeah, Tyreek got like 9 something. They talking about he could hit 1,000 yards this week here.
He probably hit 2,000 for the season. He on track for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, and that's
Your people said Chase Young. Yeah, Chase Young. That's my right there. That's what I would tell you is when you talk about trade scenarios, that's my dream trade scenario. Is somehow the Eagles finagle Chase Young for them. You put Chase Young on us, it's over.
that ain't.
With him and Reddick, bookends. Oh my god! And I got Sweat too. Oh, it's a wrap.
That would be nice. That ain't gonna happen.
I know. That's why I said dream scenario.
I would like see. I remember I was telling you yesterday about they were talking about Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, they said they're not trading him regardless. Let somebody offer him some crazy package like a couple number ones and stuff like that. What the Rams did last year when they got what's his name? I forgot his name. Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still. I mean, I think it'd be a crowded cornerback room, but I think that would be good if you got somebody. He's young. You know what I mean?
If we didn't have a still next year and a year possibly of the 2 cornerbacks we got, I would say yeah. If like they was on expiring contracts, I'd definitely say yeah. But I told you before, Slade still got at least this year, next year, and a option, and I think same thing for Bradbury.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know. I mean, we was talking about that yesterday. I didn't realize he signed a 3-year deal. I thought it was a 1 year for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was a 1 year deal. I think when they, I guess when they didn't sign CJ back, they gave the money to him and put him on a 3-year deal.
That's exactly what happened. They tried to offer it to CJ when he turned it down the offer. They redirected it to Slay.
What did he say? I mean, but Surtain. Oh, he's talking about he might end up in Dallas. He's a Dallas fan. Like y'all need a lot of help. Y'all need a lot.
Dallas fan. What they gotta do with everything? The Broncos ain't just gonna give him up for nothing. Unless Dallas and Jerry Jones definitely not willing to offer up all that money for him. So
Jerry Jones,
no way he's going there.
He already came out and said he's not calling nobody for no trades. Everybody got to call him.
Exactly, Jerry cocky. He's not giving up 2 number ones and all that for Surtain. Y'all might as well get that out your head.
Yeah. We going to send y'all Dak. We don't want Dak.
Yo, he almost killed me. Hold up. He almost killed me. Hold up.
That's how trash he is. We don't want him in.
Oh man, who was that? yo, he the bear. I love him.
No. You nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, how we go? Why would you send him here?
Why would we take him? What's going on? We're gonna be Jalen back up.
He gonna be Tanner McKee back up.
Oh man, that'd be a fall from grace. Yo, he can't even show his face no more after that.
Yeah, who wants Dak is the question of that. You're right. Who they play today? Who do they play? They play at 1:00 too. I'm watching Reds on them to make sure they lose.
They got 1:00 game?
Yeah, I think they had 1:00. Yeah, they play the Rams. I hope Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp go crazy on y'all.
Yo, Puka is nice, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, he is nice. Yo. The toe taps, you be seeing the toe taps he be doing? Oh my God, yo.
He had a good game against us. You know what I mean? Him and Cooper, he had a crazy game in the first half. I don't think he caught the ball in the second. He caught the ball once in the second half. I think he had 1 catch in the second half. But Puka, I hope he goes crazy on Dallas right now. But listen, Dallas, we're gonna get to that when we start picking the game.
It's a high possibility because they only got 1 cornerback now because their best corner out.
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs.
It's amazing how nobody ever care about injuries when it's other teams, but when it's our injuries, they're like, oh man, suck it up. So what?
That's those 49er fans who did that. The 49er fans is doing that, talking about, we lost Brock Purdy. We lost that NFC championship because of Brock Purdy. Like, but if Jalen got hurt, y'all would have told us, oh, so what? Y'all next quarterback should have came up and won and beat us. Like,
No, they lost the NFC front because their coach tried to block a defensive end or linebacker one to like Reddit, who had double-digit sacks that season with a tight end on multiple occasions, like he was sweet, and got his quarterback killed.
Right.
That's what happened. And on top of that, the other quarterbacks got killed because the offensive line sucked that season and kept getting their quarterback killed. That's why they was on like their third quarterback. You gonna blame us for having a good offensive line? Your offensive line sucked. Our offensive line didn't get our quarterbacks killed. Your offensive line did. That's what happened.
I'm trying to say, but they don't have an excuse. Oh no, Brock Purdy if he would have played, we would have beat. It wasn't our fault that we got to him and we put him down. That's the name of the game. Like,
Yep.
I don't understand how you're making that excuse. That's not a good argument. I used to argue with Dame about that. I had a big argument with Dame about that. He ain't even talking to me right now because I had a big argument. Like, come on, man. You had Brock Purdy, and he got hurt because of your offensive line that didn't protect him. Y'all got who was this? Josh. What's his name? Josh.
Dobbs.
No, it
No, it
wasn't
was Dobbs. It was
Josh.
about the guy kid. Yeah.
He's always like because he was in Washington for a couple of years and he played good against the Eagles. You know what I mean? And I was just telling him like whether he knew your system or not, he's a quarterback and it was up to your coach to put him in the best position to win. Your coach didn't do that for him, or he could. I'm put it like this. I'm not saying he couldn't do that for him. It's just that he was playing against a superior defensive line that, I mean, he couldn't. It wasn't nothing he could do, and he actually got hurt.
Man, it was so simple. It all boils down to it was our time that year. It wasn't their time. They thought it was, but it wasn't. It was player times in Eagles history, full of history. We known for that. Where we think it's our time, and it's not our time. Just like this is perfect example. This year, Philly. Everybody thought it was our time. We was destined. And we didn't make it. You don't hear us making no excuses about Arizona though. We just lost. Arizona beat us and we suck it up. We hate it, but we sucking it up and deal with it. That's the difference between us and 49ers fans. They couldn't suck it up and deal with it. They had to make up excuses. We're not making no excuses. We should have won. We lost. Y'all should have won. Y'all, that's what y'all believe, but y'all lost. It's simple as that.
Yeah, hey Eric, I hope you're still on here. You're a 49er fan. I need you to say something about what you're hearing, because at the end of the day, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So come on here and say something about what you're hearing. Hey, listen, let me ask you a question back to the Eagles, right? When it comes to the running back room, so obviously Swift is the running back. Swift is the starting running back. I'm just trying to figure out more ways to get, I guess, everybody the ball, because sometimes it feels like it's Swift and Gainwell, but they got Scott. Scott is in, he's in uniform, but I want
Byron Scott. I love Byron Scott. He's Giant skill. We love him.
I want to see him involved a little bit more too, because I want to get the running game to be more dominant than what it is. Like I want.
The only way for the way our Eagles team is set up and built and the way their philosophy is for them to get more involved is for us to get out in bigger leagues early. Because that's the only way they're going to run more. It's no other way. We can want it. We look how many years since Andy Reid. We've been begging them to run the ball for years. They don't care. And they've got their philosophy. Their philosophy is throw the ball, get the lead, run the ball, close out the game. Simple as that. So the only way to get more runs is really for Jalen them to get a lead early, faster, start faster, get bigger leads for them to run the ball more.
Right. So that's the only way for them to run the ball is to get the bigger lead.
Yep, fast. Get a lead fast, let them run the ball. And they'll way to be more committed to it. And that way, if they're more committed to it, it'd be more carries for them to share around. Right now, we never had really two big leads anywhere in this game or this season so far. We had leads where we closed out the games where we showed our running game, but we never had a big lead early. Like if we could jump out on a team really early and get a big lead early, oh man, they're gonna commit to that run game crazy.
But that last Commanders game, we had a big lead in first half.
I always say a big lead. We had a lead.
No, it was like 14 points, 14 stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 points. That's not a big lead. That's 2 touchdowns. They don't consider that a big lead. We 3 touchdowns is a big lead. It's just like Matt. 21-0 was a shutout. That's a big lead. 14, you think you got a chance still. There's only 2 touchdowns. Especially if you got a whole half. You're not gonna say it was over. They got 14 points. We got a whole half left.
Yeah. You got I guess so. I mean, I look at it like this. I mean, if you run the ball, for me, like especially the way that Jalen Hurts plays the game, you keep him out of harm's way. You keep him more healthier when you need him down the stretch. Because we already go through a big stretch, right? We can already play Dallas this week. I think then we're going on the bye, and then we come out with KC, Bills, and I think Dallas again. Or no, the Seahawks or something like that. We can't have like a game like today. We can't have Jalen Hurts doing quarterback sneaks and getting hurt.
We can't have him get hurt, period. If he get hurt, it would just devastate our season and kill us. So we can't have him get hurt at all. But I like I said earlier, I don't believe in the quarterback sneak right now with our team unless we are more dominant in the pass game, which we're not being dominant in the pass game. We're good in the pass game, but we're not dominant. We're terrifying people like Miami. Miami is a perfect example of they would be good at running the quarterback draws and stuff like that, quarterback sneaks, because everybody's scared of Hill and Waddle and all of Achu and Mozart. Their speed is ridiculous. So they're on the hills from the rip. So they're all diving it out, bailing out back to get deep to make sure they don't get beat over the top. That's kind of the situation where you run a quarterback draw, stuff like that, because everybody's backpedaling. You out. Nobody's paying attention to quarterback. But at that situation like that, nobody's worried about Tua because Tua's not a threat like that.
Right.
If we can get our offense to that position, then I would be cool with the quarterback draws a little bit more. But all them playing quarterback runs suck right now because everybody's expecting it as far as I'm concerned.
Especially like the brotherly shove. I'm not calling it the tush push. I'm calling it the brotherly shove. You hear analysts talking about how they should just start, kind of, hurt Jalen Hurts and hurt them. Like it's like you doing all of that, and some of the ones that they're doing, like the first downs and all that. Yeah, that's fine. But I think if you're doing them too much, teams are going. You're already dominant. Nobody can stop it. The league is complaining about it. You're putting Jalen Hurts in harm's way.
And not with the brotherly shove as much because all that stuff they doing, it's a lot of buys, and in the NFL when they get close like that in the piles, a lot of dirty stuff happen, but ain't too much where nobody can really get a running start and tee off on Jalen and really get a good shot at him. It just that's the only thing I worry about is what they're doing under the pile. But most of the time, nobody getting a good shot at Jalen when they do that. They dive below the pile. When they dive, when you see them linebackers, everybody say dive below the pile. They don't even touch them. They just fly right over top of them. So that's not the issue. I ain't worried about him getting hurt doing that. It's like I said, it's the planned quarterback runs and stuff like that where they can treat him like a running back. I'd rather stop that. The off-kilter stuff, because he can always slide, so he can protect himself and run out of bounds. So I'm not worried about that much. He's good at that. He's kind of like Russell Williams in that situation where he know how to protect himself. He slides when he should, around bounds when he should. It's the player runs where he's running like a running back where he gets rocked. That's when he hurt his that's not when he hurt his shoulder, but that's the time when you get hit the hardest.
Right. Let me ask you this then. What about your linemen? What are you doing to them?
As far as what? Them getting hurt or something like that?
Like with the tush push and all that? Or the brother?
Well, so far, ain't nobody get hurt. And like they said, they got like a page and a half of technique on it. And that's why they do it better than everybody else. So they know what they're doing. The technique is good. It's showing. The stats show it. Ain't nobody since we've been doing it for about 2 years now, 3 years, 2.5. Nobody's been hurt doing it. And we've been excellent at doing it. So it shows the technique and the ability to do it. And the way they're doing it is working. So I'm not worried about it.
All right, so let me ask you this before we start to go down through the games of the week 8 schedule. Which play your keys to victory?
Keys, please, victory. Ball security.
Yeah, big.
Ball security is a big key because we've been a little slack in that. We got a lot of turnovers lately. If we could take care of the ball and get some turnovers, oh man, it's a landslide. That's usually what's been killing us. We've been getting turnovers, but we've been giving the ball up too. So if we can keep the ball secure and just get turnovers and play our game, I think it's a blowout.
Right. And you already said your player of the game would be Devontae Smith, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let me give you mine. I'm gonna go with ball security too. I think Jalen Hurts had fumbled the ball, a little too much. Well, not a little too much. He
He
fumbled the
only
ball.
got two. He only got two fumbles.
That's what I
Most of
said.
his interceptions, 8 interceptions, two fumbles.
But yeah, the interceptions is killing me. He got to, and it's not all on him. A couple of them was deflections. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Fluky Jones. Yeah.
He got to. I think he still got to get the ball in the right places though. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times with that is, the coordinator's got to call, better, plays for him to get the ball in the right places. You can't just keep asking him to drop back 45 times like he did against the Jets and have him throw the ball.
But like I always tell you, man, they new coordinators, they're growing. Like Desai, he growing on me. Desai earlier, I wasn't liking him at first. He was irking me, but he growing on me. He's been doing good, calling good plays. He's looking better, getting a better feel for it. I feel the same thing for the old coordinator. I'm just giving him a chance. We'll see.
What didn't you like about this?
What I like is his adjustments. Ever since the Ram game when came out killing us, he made the adjustments to adjust to that, and his in-game adjustments will count most. Because when you come out with a plan, they punch you in your mouth. If you stick with that plan, you're a fool. Because you're gonna keep getting punched in the mouth. And he adjusted, and ever since then, we've been shown the ability to, when you see something not working, adjust and adapt and make us better and put us in a better position for us to succeed, for players to succeed.
All right. Well, and so before it was the fact that he wasn't adjusting. He was just calling it the same game plan no matter what.
Yeah, he was like what's the guy, our last year coordinator who never made in-game adjustments. I hated him. Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah, I hated him. His in-game adjustments were horrible. He never made in-game adjustments. It was like he just always thought he was smarter than everybody else, and his plan was just always going to work no matter what. It was everybody else's fault that his plan wasn't working.
Yeah, well, you see how that worked out for him. Well, he got a head coaching job, and that team, that Arizona team, is actually playing some good football.
I don't think that's going to last long.
No,
Let's see.
And they're saying Kyler Murray's coming back.
Yeah. He's there, but they really don't want him to play, but they're going to play him because they really scared he's going to get hurt and they're going to own that money. But they don't want to have him there. They know when they paid him that money, he's not playing.
Yeah. Well, all right. So now we got the Eagles stuff out the way. We're gonna get to the week 8, games and see what everybody picking. I'm trying to get my top spot back, so
Oh man, my pick's been horrible. Oh,
I know.
that's why I don't gamble. I tell you that. That's why I don't gamble. I can help people pick, but when it comes to me, I always suck.
Well, let's put it out there too. How I beat you in fantasy football last week.
Oh man, you got lucky. You got lucky. This Lamar had the best game of his season, and then Kelsey too. That I don't even know how Kelsey had a game like that. That's amazing to me. When you come in knowing he's the only person you gotta stop, and you still let him dominate you like that, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
He was running wide open all game. How was that possible?
that's the Patrick Mahomes and Jason Kelsey. I guess combination where those people don't. I don't know. They got some type of magic over there.
Yes, they do.
We saw Tampa Bay lose to Buffalo Thursday night.
Yep. I'm mad because I meant to start my Tampa running back. I got him on my team, my fantasy team. I meant to start him, and I forgot about that on Thursday night. I let it slip away. He got 19 points too. Yeah, a good game, even though they lost.
That Tampa Bay team is actually better than what a lot of people thought what they were going to be.
Yeah, it is. They thought Baker Mayfield was be a disaster, but he ain't that horrible. He looking competent over there.
Right. He looked like he's resurging his career. All right, so look, we're going to talk about this is the game of the day right now. The LA Rams at the Dallas Cowboys. Who you got and why?
Oh man, I'm picking the Rams because I think Puka Natuka is a problem. And right now, the Cowboys secondary is in shambles ever since Trey Diggs got hurt. And I think they could do something with that because they got Puka and who gonna stick who? Because whoever ain't sticking the other person gonna have a problem.
Right. Um, I you know what? I agree with that. And let me tell you this: it ain't a Dallas hate. It's not a Dallas hate. I just don't think. I think that, like you said, Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua is going to just be all over the field on that team. And Matthew Stafford he slings the ball around the field.
Oh
I
yeah, and like I told you, it's not about Dallas hate because I would have just came out and say I don't like Dallas, so I'm picking against them. But I told you the facts. They secondary ever since Trey Diggs went down, been susceptible to everything. And Puka and Cooper right now is on fire with Matthew Stafford.
You're right. My uncle Steve say the Rams. Let me say this: Joanna says Dallas, right? She don't even watch football, but she had the top. She was on top last week. So congratulations to her. But
Oh, it usually be like that. The girls, man, the women, they know how to make their picks somehow. I don't know. But they didn't watch the sports. They like colors, and everything. They work out for them. Is that your mom saying Dallas?
yeah,
Oh wow!
Dallas. Oh man, I'm going Rams too, and it's not Dallas hate, but I'm going Rams too. Um, so I, you know what, I I'm going Rams because I don't think Dallas defense is going to show up.
Man, don't be scared. If you want to go Dallas, go ahead, man. I see it in your eyes. You like you want to go Dallas.
I want to go Dallas, and I think that Dak is going to throw a couple interceptions today. I got him down for like 2 interceptions today. I got him down for 2.
And I think Rams defense is underrated. They got a lot of no name players that be balling.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. They do. All right, so the next game, we saw the Minnesota Vikings last week take down the 49ers. Now they're playing at Green Bay with Jordan Love. Jordan Love has not looked like the Jordan Love we saw the first 2 games of the season. He's actually looked a lot terrible. So, um,
Yeah, Joe Love has accuracy issues right now.
accuracy is
And, and the Green Bay don't run the ball. They run game suck.
they
So
run.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
You're going. The Vikings go 2 in a row. Okay.
Yeah.
I
It's a division game. They tough, but I think Green Bay running game is non-existent, and Love passing is not. I don't trust him at all.
okay. Yeah, and I feel the same way too. Like ever since them first 2 games, he looked like a shell of himself. So
A
I
shell of himself. He had to be somebody to be a shell of himself.
played the first 2 games. He don't look like that. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going Vikings too, and I'm not picking the teams that you're picking just because you. Nah, I was going these teams too. So my uncle Steve says Green Bay. My mom says Green Bay. JLA Mullen says Green Bay. So everybody's heavy on Green Bay right now.
Oh, we'll see.
What you say? ATL. That's what he do. What? What are you saying? Because you probably got auto corrected or something. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you talking about the next game? Look, she picking the next game already.
I was about to say. I think she jumped ahead.
Yeah, Atlanta at Tennessee. Tennessee is getting rid of a lot of people. Well, they got rid of their safety. He came over here to us.
Who's starting for Tennessee today? Who's that quarterback? Because I know Tannehill hurt. I'm not sure if the other one hurt too. So I'm not. Who's the starter?
Tannehill's out. Who was their starter last week? It wasn't.
I know it was Willis was hurt last week, but I don't know if he's back this week.
I don't know. I'm gonna
That's
look
what I said. I don't know if Malik Willis or the other guy. I don't know who else. I know it's Malik Willis. I know Tannehill's out for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if Malik Willis or the other third string quarterback. I don't know who started.
Let me look it up real quick. Tennessee. I don't know. I think but they wasn't even high on Malik Willis.
No, he wasn't. He ain't really did nothing. He ain't looked the best at all. When Tannehill was out, he got chances to play. He ain't looked that good.
Yeah. Damn, they're giving me college. I don't want college.
But still, he's a number one. They last two quarterbacks, him and third string, both been number one picks.
Yeah, they've been drafting a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah, because the Tannehill ain't the one, and they can't find one that's better than him. That's their problem.
I think they're saying Will Levis is going to start.
Yeah, that's his the boy from Kentucky, Will Levis. Oh, okay.
So
He was from Kentucky.
Joanna says ATL. Who you say you picking?
Uh, right now I gotta say Atlanta is looking better than Tennessee. So I want to go with the Weathers boy. I don't know. I like him in Kentucky in college, but right now Atlanta's on a roll, so I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Plus, I got Kyle Pitts in my fantasy team, so I'm hoping he do something.
Oh man, Uncle Steve, you say Tennessee. Um, my mom says Tennessee. Um,
Ooh, everybody go to Tennessee.
I think you know what?
That's
I
our favorite Tennessee, but I'm going with the hot hand Atlanta.
I think with all the inconsistency that Tennessee has had this year, I think somehow, some way, they find a way to get it done against this ATL team. So I'm going Tennessee too. I,
Oh, okay,
I think
okay.
I think DeAndre Hopkins has a big game. Well, even though the
DeAndre Hopkins, I don't see that. If the Tennessee wins, go because of the fucking Henry. I mean,
no, I'm
Henry
not
gonna get scared.
I'm not
That's the
saying
only way Tennessee gonna win.
they win because of him. I just think he has a big game. I think he has a big game.
Uh,
You know.
with Will Levis, the rookie quarterback,
Yeah, I mean, Will Levis can throw the ball. I'm not saying
yeah,
I'm not
yeah, he
saying
can, but
he's
he's
the
still
answer.
a rookie.
He's a rookie, yeah. I mean, but so is what's it called, CJ Stroud. Look how good he looking.
No, that's different. Stroud is nice. Stroud is nice. That boy is nice. Everybody thought it was gonna be the Alabama boy. Stroud is out there balling.
Out there killing it, man.
Yeah,
All right,
but I always like D'Amico. I told you, man, I was mad D'Amico was a coach for the 49ers. I was like, man, he should have been a coach for the Eagles. I was like, I was hurt. I
he
was
was
like, man,
wasn't
I
he
was like, I don't know how we didn't hire him.
wasn't he linebacker coach with what is it, Andy Reid, or yeah, it was Andy Reid. Wasn't he a linebacker coach or something for a year or so?
No, no, I think he started with 49ers. Linebacker coach, then got promoted defensive coordinator, and now you head coach.
I thought he
But
did something.
I always liked D'Amico Ryan. And he played for us everything. He was always stout. I always liked D'Amico.
He's a solid player too. You know,
Yeah, I say he's always a solid player, solid person. I like him. He's a good man. He coached them up over there in Houston. He got Houston saying something.
right. All right, let's go. Next game, New Orleans at Indianapolis Colts. New
I'm
Orleans,
gonna go with
Chris
no.
Olave. Chris Olave is out because he was arrested early in the week, so he's out.
Who?
Chris Olave for the Saints, the
Oh,
wide receiver for the Saints.
yeah, I know the Saints wide receiver. Car quarterbacking.
Carr is quarterbacking. Carr is starting.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
You going with the Saints?
Yeah.
JLA Mullen says New Orleans. Uncle Joanna. Hold up. Uncle Steve
Gardner
says
Minshew, Saints defense. I think he's gonna give up a couple picks. I don't trust Gardner Minshew at all.
he looked good last week.
Yes, last week. Good defenses, he always throw picks.
And, um,
New Orleans got a good D.
my mom says New Orleans.
Like New
Uh,
Orleans is landslide on this one.
I'm going. No, it's not a landslide. I'm not going New Orleans. I don't trust Derek Carr. I trust Gardner Minshew more than I trust Derek Carr.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
watching game time, the game day picks. Everybody picking Vikings with me. Y'all Green Bay people gonna lose.
I'm telling you that the Colts get it done by their defense. The Colts get it done with their defense. That's their defense. What's this called? The guy that got in the fight with um Jason Kelsey. You're from Philly, the linebacker. I think he's leading the league in tackles. He's all
I
over the
don't care. You got Alvin Kamara, Michael Thompson. Come on, man. It's about to be
place.
Kamara on my fantasy team. So that's another problem.
See, that's why you got to stop picking like that. That's why you lost last week. 'Cause you picked
I
fantasy team like that. It ain't working. All right.
ain't picking that, but I think New Orleans defense is going to take a couple from Gardner Minshew because Gardner Minshew good for throwing picks.
Yeah, but I mean, did he throw any last week? I don't know. We will have to look that up after the show. Next game, New England at the Miami Dolphins. Do New England get another upset like they did last week against the Bills?
No, Miami.
Why not though? Why not
Why
the
not?
team getting it done?
I don't see Miami losing two in a row. It's a division game. Miami always played the Patriots tough, even when they had Tom Brady. And now that they're a better team than the Patriots, I definitely believe they're going to win.
You don't smell a trap.
No.
Okay. Everybody's
You
going Miami.
see the comments? I
Yeah, everybody's Miami. I don't smell a trap neither. I'll be honest. There's no way that Miami's going to lose to it. I tried to hype people up for you, but I knew all along I wasn't going with you. But I did say last week that the Patriots was going to beat the Bills. I did say that. Did I say that? I think I did say that.
don't know. I don't remember hearing you say that, but I don't know. You guys should tape.
No, I did.
We don't believe. Without tape, we don't believe.
I think I did pick the Bills to win that game because I thought the Pats was just looking like trash, and I ain't think they was going to be able to win that. So I might have did pick the Bills. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm not picking the Pats this week. So that's neither here nor there. All right, so the next game, the Jets at the Giants, the battle of the New York teams playing in New Jersey today.
I'm gonna go with Giants because they got Tyrod Taylor starting, right? I'm pretty sure they got him starting. Yeah, with Shake on there. Oh yeah, I think him and Waller gonna have a game.
You think that? You said hold on. You said the Jets you said the Giants.
The Giants. Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor and
I like Tyrod Taylor, Shaquan Barkley, and Darren Waller. I like them. I don't think Zach Wilson gonna do it.
Don't think so. Giants defense is good.
No, I don't think.
Dalvin Cook has been complaining about not getting the ball.
I knew that was gonna come because I didn't stand it because I know the young boy, they rookie, he's nice. But the way Zach Wilson is starting the season, you would think they would lean on the two of them and run the ball more, but they haven't. I was like, what's the point of trading for Dalvin Cook if you're not going to use him?
Yeah, I agree with that. But I think this week the noise has been heard by Robert Saleh, and I think that they run that ball, mix it up, keep the pressure off of Zach Wilson, and I think he gets Zach Wilson gets what's his name, Garrett Wilson, because I got him in my fantasy team, and I think he gets him involved in the game. And the Jets, I think Jets come away with a victory. I think
you got a lot of scenarios and ifs going on in that pick.
I think the Giants are just. I don't believe in the Giants. I just think they're trash. They had lightning in the bottle last year. They were supposed to come into this year pretty much.
It's been the offense mostly. The defense ain't horrible. It's been the offense mostly. Like they hold the Commanders at 7 points last game, so show you the defense is not bad. It's the offense, but because of Danny Dimes, they got rid of him and Tyrod Taylor and Shaquan Barkley. They look like a different team offensively. So I'm definitely going with the Golden Jets.
You can't tell me that because they held the Commanders to 7 points that their defense is legit.
But look at the season. You never seen them. They get beat, but you ain't getting to see them get blown out.
Yes, I did.
Who?
40-0.
Who beat them 40-0?
The Cowboys beat the Giants on week 1, 40-0.
It was 40. They did beat them bad. But I don't count the first game of the season like that. The first game of the season is the first game of the season. Everybody started.
when did they
But
get?
since then, they haven't been blown out. They've been losing, but they haven't got blown out. They're like 3-5. No,
Okay,
3-4.
I thought I wanted my why because I didn't go with the Jets. I mean the Giants. I'm gonna still get my top spot because the Giants is going to lose against the Jets. Sorry, sorry.
That's your prop. You go to New York.
Yeah, he's a New York fan. That's what's
Yeah, I
up.
know. You live in New York. Of course, you're gonna be a New York fan.
All right. Next game, Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. Now, JLA Mullen already came in early with the Pittsburgh pick. Tell me why you picked Pittsburgh, JLA Mullen. What makes you so confident that Pittsburgh get it done?
Pittsburgh been playing good lately. They got good defense. Their defense been balling. TJ Watt's a monster, as we all know. And Pickett has been balling out, really. I can't argue with it, but I'm still going to argue with it. I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence been balling too, and Jags been looking good.
So you going with the Jags?
Yep.
All right. Let me. What she say? They've been balling. Okay. All right. I mean, let me say this.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
TJ Watt is a force to be reckoned with. I think only he leads the league in sacks.
A monster. I don't know. It's him and Garrett, Miles Garrett.
Okay,
Miles
yeah.
Garrett. Yeah.
But I think that TJ Watt is going to wreak havoc on Trevor Lawrence. I just don't. I mean, I like Pittsburgh. Don't get it wrong. I like Pittsburgh because I like Kenny Pickett and I like George Pickens. I think once them two really get on the same page, and they got another receiver back last week that they were missing. But
Yeah. I like the thing is. Go ahead.
if he can get Pickens the ball, I would like them going forward. I think right now they're not. Their offensive coordinator is not putting them in the best. Play. He's not giving them.
He's just a big player. The way I break it down is that I like Trevor Lawrence more than I like Kenny Pickett. So I'm going with the Jags.
Okay.
I like Trevor Lawrence more than I like Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a little iffy.
Pittsburgh pick. So tell me your Pittsburgh pick, Mom. We're gonna go to the next game, which is our game, and I'm pretty sure everybody on here there's probably gonna be one or two haters on here that's gonna tell you the other team, but we're gonna let them ride because that's who they. My mom picked Pittsburgh, so we're gonna let them ride because it's the game.
You
JLM
see it, baby. You see it.
Eagles. Jason Eagles. Tawana already said she's going with Washington. Amanda,
I love it.
she's a hater. My mom with the Eagles, you know that. Uncle Steve he says the Eagles, which is what she said, we're gonna spank them hands down. Yeah. Uncle Steve says the Eagles. Of course, I'm going Eagles. I don't even feel like this is no trap game. I feel like this is one of them games that we went to overtime that first game, and we say to ourselves, "There's no way we're going to do that again."
It's a statement game. We seen last game how we could have whooped them, and we're gonna do it this time. That's why I look at it.
Yeah, you're right, JLM. We don't pay her no attention. She's talking about whining. Like she likes the watch. She just likes to go against the Eagles. But last week, I give her credit. She did pick the Eagles to beat the Dolphins. So, but she's a hater though. But let's move to the next game. Houston at Carolina. Two rookies.
Houston, CJ Stroud, D'Amico Ryans. I'm rolling with the Houston boys.
I'm going Houston too. I just think that CJ Stroud and that team is just
Panthers suck. I don't even know anybody on the Panthers that's playing good this year.
I don't know. They booed. They booed Miles Sanders.
About Sanders? I'm surprised. He thought he was gonna give him all that money. He tripping.
They booed him. But let me ask you this: I don't know. I haven't really watched a lot of Carolina football. My mom picks Houston. JLA Mullen picks Carolina. I haven't watched a lot of Carolina football. I don't think they have protection though. You know what I mean?
But like I said, I haven't watched a lot of Carolina games, but can you tell me everybody on Carolina that you know that you can think of that stands out?
Oh, Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is stand out.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding
Adam Thielen.
me.
Oh,
What stand out have he done? I even forgot he was over there.
he. Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work. It ain't working. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. So they're just not good. All right. We gonna move on from that team. But pretty much everybody picked this up. JLA Mullen and Joanna. They both picked Carolina. They don't. I mean,
They
Carolina's
go
not.
for the underdogs. They like the underdogs.
All right. Well, we go with that. The next game is Cleveland at Seattle. Now, JLA Mullen, you picking these games a little early. You can't be picking these games based off of the color of the uniforms. These games.
That's a good game.
Have the number one defense in the league.
I know Deshaun not playing.
But Seattle did just sign Frank Clark from Denver.
Mm. But Sean not playing, so that means good
I don't know.
defense.
Number one defense.
I'm gonna go with
I'm
I'm gonna go with defense. Cleveland.
You going Cleveland?
Go Cleveland defense.
What she say? Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Now you better know. Uncle Steve says Cleveland. She said Cleveland. She said Cleveland is okay, but Seattle, yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna go with defense. I'm a defensive person.
my mom picks Cleveland. Okay. I'm saying I think that Seattle defense. What's his name? What's the quarterback name? PJ.
Geno Smith. Geno
No,
Smith.
no. Cleveland's quarterback.
Cleveland quarterback. I think it's that's not Dobbs. Is it
PJ
Dobbs?
PJ Walker, right? PJ Walker, or something like that.
Yeah,
I,
PJ Walker.
I,
PJ
I don't
Walker. Exactly.
I don't think that he gets it done with Cleveland this week. He had a good game last week, and
He ain't been decent. He ain't been horrible. He ain't been great, but he been decent.
yeah, I just see that Seattle defense is back on the day. I'm going Seattle on that game. So yeah, it's pretty split on that one. She says I think this is going to be a defensive game on the real. Yeah, I think so too. They both got good defenses.
Yep, that's why I'm picking Cleveland. Got the better one.
All right, this should be a no-brainer.
Miles Garrett, baby.
Yeah, Myles Garrett. He's second in the league, I think, in sacks. This should be a no-brainer. Kansas City at Denver.
I don't say no very different. The division games get funky, but you know I'm going with KC.
I was hoping to say Denver, like Joanna did. She's talking about Denver. Nah, Joanna, you're gonna lose your spot this week.
Well, listen, man, it's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's very hard to go against Patrick Mahomes. JLA says Denver. Uncle Steve says Denver. I mean,
This
Kansas
is
City.
KC.
I'm sorry, Kansas City. I'm sorry. Uncle Steve says Kansas City. My mom says Kansas City. We all picked Kansas City. Kansas City just, I want to be a rematch of the Super
This is
Bowl.
the best defense Patrick Mahomes ever had.
Yeah, I thought they was going to sign Frank Clark because he came from them, but he wound up going to Seattle. But Kansas City. I want a rematch in the Super Bowl, Eagles versus Kansas City. I want our win.
That'd be something for the movies. If we could go to the Super Bowl, lose, and then come back to the Super Bowl, and then especially win, they're going to have to talk about that for years. They'd be like, yo, these two teams is crazy because it's never been done before.
Exactly. All right, the next game, Baltimore at Arizona. Baltimore at
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, of course.
Only been playing some good football.
Man, Lamar is on the tear right now. Lamar like the man.
True. I'm going Baltimore too. And he's my starting quarterback. So Wanda
Uh,
Baltimore. Uncle Steve says Baltimore. Um, JLA says AZ, Arizona. My mom, I'm pretty sure she's gonna pick Arizona. She living out there. Um, hold up, JLA. Oh, you said Arizona is trash.
it's on his trash.
I thought you. So you picked Baltimore, JL. Yeah, you did. You picked Baltimore. I'm sorry. I almost made this pick up. My mom says Arizona. So
Oh, yeah,
that's
she root for the hometown.
her hometown. Uh, this is going to be a good game. Did you see the 49ers losing 3 straight? Cincinnati is playing at the 49ers now. Debo is out. Christian McCaffrey is not 100%. I think he's playing, but is Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow going to go wild on this defense?
Hmm, that's a good thing. They got what's his name playing? Purdy playing too. Brock Purdy playing. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the guy that got the track record. I'm going with the Bengals.
Bang,
Joe Burrow, this is time of year. This is when he start balling.
Uncle Steve says the 49ers. Um, JLA Mullen says the 49ers. Um, to me, I say I don't see a way that the 49ers lose 3 in a row, even though I believe
It's
that
hard to see, but I see Burrow dicing them up.
I see him dicing them up, but I just don't see the 49ers losing 3 in a row. And as much as I hate the 49ers right now, and I don't want to pick this team, I'm gonna go 49ers. I think they find a way to get it done. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's not a blowout. Nobody's predicting a blowout, but I think 49ers find a way not to lose 3 in a row.
And
And
Brock Purdy coming off that injury, I don't think he's fully healthy.
right,
Oh man,
I would love for them to lose 3 in a row. Don't get it wrong. I would love for them to lose 3 in a row, but I think that they find a way to win this one.
yeah,
You
me
know.
too. But I think they're gonna lose.
All right. Next game. Chicago at the Chargers.
Mm,
To me, I think that's a no-brainer. I'm going to Chargers on that. I don't think Chicago has enough to beat the Chargers, so I'm going to Chargers on that.
mm.
You thinking about it a little too long. Joanna says the Chargers.
See, the Chargers is the easy choice, but for some reason they always find a way to lose.
Yeah,
They, they always find a way to lose.
they do.
And that quarterback from Chicago, that rookie young boy, he came out balling last week. So you don't know.
No,
Okay, if he can replicate that, you don't know. He might have a second Purdy over there.
no,
So I'm gonna go with Chargers though, because the Charger quarterback Herbert is a problem, even though you always lose.
yeah, they always find, and they were talking about how if they don't have a productive season, that they were going to get rid of that coach. Was it Brandon Staley or something like that?
Yeah,
And they were going. It was talk. They was talking, even trying to get Jim Harbaugh, to come, back to the NFL because of all the stuff he's going through in college.
was Michigan. Yeah,
Yeah,
Michigan. Yeah, man, but Harbor puts up good numbers, but he ain't a winner. This is a difference. It's like him and Jalen. Jalen don't put up the great numbers, but he's a winner. Harbor put up. I mean, what's up? Herbert put up good numbers, but he not a winner.
I haven't seen anything from them Bears they've been doing. Yeah, I mean they haven't been doing a lot. I mean they had a good game last week. I think they won last week in the football fashion, but they ain't that good, to beat the Chargers. Um, Monday night, Monday night football. Jimmy G and the Las Vegas Raiders are at the Detroit um, Lions.
Detroit.
E Money Bentley says go Birds. Thanks for checking, E Money Bentley. Appreciate that.
Detroit. Detroit got reawakened last week when they lost, and they gonna come back in a splash.
They got their butt kicked last week. They
They
got
gonna,
their butt kicked. Like
they
it
gonna
was.
come back with a splash. I think they got it in them.
So you going Detroit?
Yeah, I'm going Trey. They learned their lesson. They thought they was smelling themselves a little bit. They're like, oh, we can't get carried away.
As much as I think that my mom goes Detroit, Uncle Steve goes Detroit. JLA says yes, they coming out with a purpose. Okay, she goes Detroit. I believe she's saying Detroit. Um, as much as they got their butt kicked last week, um, and I believe they're going to bounce back. Detroit is a pretty good football team right now. They're one or two players because I think CJ is still out.
Yeah,
But
he's done for the season. I think.
huh?
I think he's done for the season.
Oh, is he? I thought it
Yeah, I
was.
think he's done for the season.
Oh,
I think
all
he's
right.
coming back.
I thought I heard somebody say that he was coming back. My mom picks Detroit. I'm going Detroit too. I think because I think didn't they get their running back, Jameer Gibbs back.
I'm not sure.
I know what you
I
call
know he
David.
was hurt.
I know David Montgomery has been balling. Um,
Yeah,
he's got some yards on the season. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up, but I think Detroit
Gibbs
gets
was their leading rusher though until he got hurt.
yeah,
Gibbs was definitely their leading rusher until he got hurt.
right. I think they get it done today. So listen, we went over by minutes on the live today, but I appreciate everybody showing up, being a part of it. Jay, it was a heck of a show. Appreciate you being on. Hey, listen,
Yeah, we ain't even get to talk Sixers.
yeah, we're going. That's what I was getting ready to say. We got to do something to talk Sixers. My Uncle saying he's gonna be in the top spot. He ain't gonna be in the top spot. He ain't picked the right pick. You picked the Giants, so you're not gonna be in the right spot. But I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna do something like the Sixers play tonight. Maybe we could try to figure out a way to get on and do something with the Sixers before they play, and try to do going forward for the Sixers season, and try to put some lives together. If you guys want to pay attention to being part of that one too, we'd appreciate it. But I appreciate you being on today, Jay. Any
You know, I had fun. Enjoy my time.
any closing words?
Go Birds.
I'm gonna do you one even better. EAGLES. All right, y'all. Thanks for showing up.
Peace out.